so that we can go ahead and talk about B1, B2 visas. I know there are so many people who have been getting denied visas. I want to tell you why on this video. I will tell you why on this video right here. And guy, if you guys know the trauma we go through trying to give you clear images here, like I had to connect, I had to set up my light in the car nigetha ndikamuhe kindu kiuru tondu, because me, I'm not unfortunately I'm not that girl, makeup girl, so that makes my, yeah, I think this is better. I'm just trying to give you something clear. Maybe I should set it here. Yep. Hi guys, I'm just trying to give you something quality. As much as I want to talk about this, I also want to make sure you can see me properly. I'm avoiding to do it in my house because my baby is not asleep yet and I wouldn't want interruptions, so I opted to come here and do it here. But ile mateso iko hapa, unfortunately, my sometimes we have set this up together. Just trying. I want to tell you why people have not been, they haven't been getting the B1, B2 visas, because someone who attended the interview told me what the embassy said, or what was the frequent answers. And this wasn't just for her, it was also for other people. They were supposed to come here through B1, B2 as a visit through a church conference. So here is the uhondo. Before you lose your 25, I don't know, 25, 30 something K, booking the interview, because the embassy will never tell you. They will never tell you that, even though they can see your application, they won't tell you that they won't give you the visa. Why? Because their work is not to let you know which visas they are giving people or they are offering. Their job is to accept your application. So who gonna let you know that you are wasting your money? That is where I come in. So before I go ahead, if you are watching this and you have not subscribed, please do so. So I know there are a lot of people that would want to come to America, but what way are you using to come to America? That should be the big question. In many of my videos that I do here on Facebook, I try to tell people that a visitor visa has very, very slim chances of getting. That is, it was a little bit easier before 2020, but I mean before Trump era. But after that, there were so many modifications on the policies. So that being said, in 2020, COVID came, and then the rules got even more tightened. So here are the reasons why people are getting denied the visitor visa. If you are giving these reasons, you will be denied the visitor visa. Number one, people used to come to America through something called conferences, church conferences. And talking about church conferences, I have also invited people through my church, and they were given visas because it was easier back then. Nowadays, the embassy consular officer replied to one of the applicants When they asked why they were denied to come for a conference, this was the reply. You must hear this. We no longer issue conference visas. Why? Why? Here is the reason. We are African and we like using the same thing as long as someone told us they succeeded through that route. We're going to follow that route until we get into a corner and get stuck. So, conferences have been used to come to America by so many people over a time. And the consular officers have been hearing these stories over and over and over through every individual that applies to come here. Where are you going? I'm going to attend a conference. Before you answer, you are coming for a conference, my friend. You better be equipped enough to know who are you at the conference. Why is it important for you to be at the conference? You cannot just say, I'll be there, I was just invited through my church, blah, blah, blah. If you don't attend to that conference, will the conference still go ahead? That should be the question. So, they said they are no longer issuing visas for people attending conferences. If that is your narrative, you better change it before you attend that interview. And remember, you pay before. So, you won't be refunded your money and you won't be granted a visa. Number 2, I am attending a graduation. I was invited by a friend to go visit. You were invited by a friend to go visit. Remember, they are looking for every way to deny you the visa because B1, B2 got tighter rules, and also sometimes because they have given enough visas per that country, per that year, they will look for any reason to deny you the visa. I'm not saying this because I don't want you to come and visit America. America is not mine. America is big. I would really love you to come and visit. But I also would like to address the frustration of people coming to me telling me, oh, they denied me the visa. I don't know what I did wrong. You did not do anything wrong. But the reason that you gave is the one that got denied the visa. So, before you think about applying a B1, B2 visa, which is a visit visa, please think about other visas. And I keep saying this, stop using the same narrative. Stop using the same route that anyone else is using. For this will lead to you not being endorsed to come to America. Think of it this way. There are so many people, even including my people. Imagine my people are not here. And I've been here 10 plus years. 10 plus years. Why? Because the chances of coming here as a visitor are very slim. What other ways can you use to come to America if you want to come to America? You need to research on that, starting with education visa. Why is education visa easier to get a visa to come to America? Because America is benefiting from you. You coming here as a visitor doesn't benefit them. And that is why they ask you for so many things. Bank statement. I don't know what. I don't know who's gonna be sponsoring your trip. And who is paying for your trip. First of all, if you say you are the one sponsoring your trip, that is a red flag. Why? Why? Why do you have so much? Why are you so much willing to just go visit someone, but they are not the one paying for your trip? They are not the one sponsoring you. You are paying for yourself. Why? That's a red flag. You cannot say that. You better talk with the person who is inviting you, if you, at all you want to come here with a visit visa, and let them pose as the ones who are paying for your stay. They're gonna be sponsoring your stay while you stay in America. Number 2 thing, stop showing like you are so much interested. Like if they ask you, what do you wanna, why do you wanna go visit, or how long are you gonna be there? Make it very brief visit. Not necessarily because it's gonna end up that way. But you have to make sure you show that you are not interested. You did not even pay for the trip. The person inviting you is the one who is gonna pay for the trip. And remember, if you're coming to America as a B1, B2, you gotta have 2-way ticket. You gotta have a round trip ticket, meaning you paid the trip from Nairobi to America, and from wherever you are to America, and from America back to wherever you came from. Other than that, if you pay one-way ticket, it can make you to be deported at the point of entry. But let us focus more with B1, B2 visas, why they are getting denied. So people care more about, Essie, can you write me an invitation visa? I mean, a letter. I can write you an invitation letter. Is it something with weight that can convince the consular officer? Is it something they can read and say, yes, this person has to be there? Number two thing, whenever you are going to the embassy to apply for a B1, B2 visa, visitor visa, please make sure you are not in high hopes. And I'm not saying God doesn't work miracles. Miracles are there, but still the miracle will not prevent the embassy from taking your 31,000K. That 31K. So before you go to the embassy, before you rush there to book appointment, ask yourself, what are the possible questions they're going to ask me? What are the possible, what should I say? For one, if you say you are going to visit just a friend, my friend, it is very hard for them to believe you. If you go to the embassy to ask for visa for F1 is the education visa, student visa, you have very high chances of getting the visa, because as long as you can show the statement or the person who can be sponsoring you throughout your education period, they can grant you visa. And again, the invitation letter will be coming from the school that you will be applying from. I told you guys, in dunia, you have to be very wise. You cannot be thinking average and think that you're gonna win all the time. People are overthinking. You have to be an overthinker. Well, this is why I'm saying this. You can get sponsorship through F1. You can be paying maybe half of the amount of money. And remember, if you qualify for these sponsorships, which you can apply the same time you are applying for the visa, I mean for the school position, you can apply on the same forms. You can be able to apply for sponsorship. And they even offer them. As long as you qualify, they give you. In America, there is no kuhongana. There is no kitu kidogo. As long as you qualify, they will give you the sponsorship. What are the types of things that can qualify you to have school sponsorship? Number one, sports. No gnotengere. Be a runner. You know how to run. You are a marathoner. And if you know this, you're going to pursue education in America, and you know you don't have enough money to cater for your fee, please enroll yourself in a club activity, in a certain activity. You can be a soccer person. You can be a volleyballer. You can be a marathoner. There is a friend of mine. She graduated last year. That girl told me she has never been she wasn't even racing back home. She's a collegian. But when she got to the school here, she had to be a marathoner. You have to. And she's been running for the school, and her full school fees been getting paid. Back a while, I gave you the schools that you can apply that do not have application fees. And you can go through the application as long as you can be able to provide the statement, bank statement, which doesn't necessarily has to come from you. You can look for a sponsor that can give you a clean bank statement, because they're gonna run it at the embassy, and they will be able to know if the bank statement is muitu or not. So when you are going for that bank statement, it better be legit, not the Riverload one. You better have a legit bank statement. So in most cases, they ask a bank statement that is like 2 million, because they count them in dollars, like 20,000 US dollars. But if you qualify for the sponsorship, you will ride for free. And these guys that compete for schools, like for the sports, they get like free shoes. And I mean Nike shoes. I mean nice shoes. But you gotta have to compete for that school from the first year to the final year, which doesn't cost you. Who wouldn't want to be an athlete? All of a sudden, you know, who wouldn't want to be? So think about coming here through education as long as you can find a sponsor. Second thing, don't put so much hope when you are applying for a visitor visa. They are saying they no longer give people visas if they are coming here to visit or for conference. Back in 2016, and 2016, 17, 18, 19, and also the years before, there used to be held a lot of conferences, big conferences that would bring people from every corner of the world, and so many people benefited with that. Now, but the other reason why these people at some point they stop trusting certain narratives, it is because even if you are a fool, if something is repeated so many times, and there are so many cases of people who entered and they did not exit that used the same reason, even if you are a fool, they will know this is just but a reason of getting into the United States. However, and I am saying this knowing that they are also denying people visa who are coming to see their kids. For example, when I invited my father here, I wasn't even a citizen. I was a green card holder. But back then, 2019, they didn't care. Like they were very lenient. But right now, even a parent is being denied a visa. For example, a friend of mine just the other day, they sent their parent to go for the visa interview to come and visit them. And the friend has been here for quite some time. But the parent have never visited them. So me, I thought they're gonna get it automatically. So when she asked me what I did, I just told her I did not do anything. I only wrote I wrote an invitation letter, and I said I'm gonna be sponsoring my dad for the moment that he's gonna be here. And my dad wasn't even asked so many questions. They just endorsed his visa. Remember, he didn't even answer. He was answering through an interpreter, okay, because he couldn't talk in English. They did not ask him for even the statement or anything, because I had stated that I'm gonna be the sponsor, and they never asked me for my bank statement either. So it was that easy, very easy. And I want people to change their mind and start seeing things as they are right now. Remember, everything changes with time, and the embassy regarding B1, B2 visas has already changed, and now they are looking for every reason to deny you the visa. Do they give you a chance to appeal? No. Even if you have to appeal, they tell you to apply again, which gonna cost you money. So that friend's dad was denied a visa under the grounds that they don't see like he has attachments in Kenya that can make him to go back. Because when you go for a B1, B2 visa, the reason as to why it is very difficult to get it is because of the evidence or the proof that, or the convincing statement that indeed, if they give you the visa, you are planning to come back home. You have attachments that can make you to come back home, and your idea is not to come here and get stuck here. However, I fail to understand why they should do that to a parent, yet the daughter is here with her family. How will a parent come to get stuck here and refuse to go back home, yet the daughter has been here for all that time? They could have applied for a visa the second year when the daughter came here. So I fail to understand, but simply because you cannot ask them questions, you just have to comply. That's why I am here to let you know that if you really want to come here with a B1, B2, do not have high hopes, and present a very valid reason why you really have to come here, and show the evidence, or present the evidence that you have so much attachment at home such that you do not even have enough time to come and visit. You want to rush here and go back home. Otherwise, they won't give you the visa. Do not even give a reason about coming here for a conference or a church. They will deny you. They will. They have been denying people even visas to come and bury their own. They are not. I would advise someone, if you want to try a B1, B2, Give it some time. Give it some time. Otherwise, it might be you're going to be losing your money for nothing. Just give it some time and wait until like 2025. Maybe things will be easier back then. But right as of now, unless you want to just try, and I'm not discouraging anyone, unless you just want to try your luck, because things do happen. That is why I keep telling people, do not be lying to by any person to give them your money because they will bring you to America. Nobody brings nobody to America. Nobody. Just companies that work with nurses. Nobody brings you to America. That is how tight it is. If someone wants you to pay them, but you're going to present yourself physically at the embassy, which is a rule, that's a policy, you have to physically present yourself at the embassy for the interview. That someone is not helping you. If they decide to give you the visa, it is them, not nobody. They don't have a broker. They do not have a middle person. So be very cautious out there. And when you are thinking about applying a B1, B2, think about applying education visa, or maybe business visa or tourist visa. Something that can show the American country is gonna be benefiting from you. That was it for today. I do not wish to make the most important videos long, because I want someone who will come back later to come and be able to listen. And I'm gonna go through the questions. If you have questions, you can start posting them. And please like the video. 35 people, please like the video, please. Please, please, please. Guys, share a message. Okay. Priscilla, how are you? Wambo, a voice for the voiceless only. Rudhu Jango, thank you so much. If you have any question, please, you can ask me before I exit this video. I'm almost exiting the video. I want to go back inside because it is a little bit cold. Kansas weather is a bipolar weather. Sometimes it's too hot, then the next day we are wearing jackets. That is Kansas for you. And I think it is the same case with UK, London. London is, we are almost in April, but it's still cold there. Is it possible to visit with the all family? Yes, if you're coming here for vacation, you can come here for a vacation. Huawei, hi Essie, what if the church is sponsoring you kila kitu other than the flight ticket? Why would you be so much willing to come support the church and pay for yourself? Why would you be paying for yourself? That is the question the consular officer asks themselves. Why is this person sponsoring the church? Like, when you pay the ticket for yourself, you are like sponsoring the church. You better tell them the church will be paying for your tickets. And the invitation letter has to include that the church is sponsoring everything. Everything. Anything else. I don't want this video to be so long. I would want to cut it at 25 minutes so that people who will come later, they can come and listen to this. Please like the video. Please like the video if you can hear me. Like the video, please. I do not see any more questions, and I believe that was all for today. So guys, keep on subscribing to my channel, sharing it. How much do you need in the account for a family of 5? Coming here for a vacation, maybe you need like 200. Maybe you need like at least $3,000 US, which is like 400K. Or 500. Let me just say 500, or 4,000 for 500 after you have paid all your tickets. But instead of doing that, I would advise someone to look for someone who can pause, or who can write that they're gonna be sponsoring you during your visit. All you're gonna be doing they're gonna be housing you or hosting you. All you're gonna be paying for is wherever you're gonna visit and Uber fees and all that. That makes it easier and makes your money to seem enough. It has to be very convincing. That is why visitor visa is very hard. Very hard. Because sometimes they even want to see your bank statement. And you cannot just go get money and deposit it into your bank this month and then go next month seeking for visa. They will see the money was deposited for that purpose. In fact, here in America, even when you are buying a house, you cannot deposit money in the bank that's gonna be used for down payment 1 month prior. That is a rule. That is a rule. You cannot do that. And guys, I'm also offering an opportunity for anyone who would want to share their story here. If you would want to share your story here, I can bring you live, or we can record it and post it, upload it. My Gmail is esiwakago@gmail.com. esiwakago@gmail.com. Any more questions before I exit? Any more questions? Me watching while holding my interview letter for Tuesday for B1, B2. Oh, wow. That is great. B1, B2. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. God works miracles, but now that you know, you better answer those questions the right way and show confidence. Show a lot of confidence when you are answering questions and look at them straight at their eyes. Wacha nigoje. Ruth Jango says, wacha nigoje green card. It's the easiest if luck knocks. Waiting for me. And I also want to touch something about green cards too. Things are not looking so good. Why am I saying this? Because they are also locking so many people out of the green card. Whenever you win green card, like whenever you get they chose you, or they chose you, they give you the letter that says that you are chosen randomly, you are among the lucky winners. Please be very fast. Be very fast to process it. Do not take time to respond to the what do we call it? Up 260. Is it the DS260? Do not take too long to respond to that, because they are looking for all means to reduce the number of people that are entering America. And I am thinking because during the COVID, a lot of people got a chance to remain here. By default, they got a chance to remain here. So I think that is the reason why they are reducing the number that is coming in from then. My thinking. So if you get if you are lucky enough and you get that notification that you are they shows you, please hurry up and be ahead of time. Try to beat the September cutoff. Otherwise, they are taking too long to call people. That is why I'm telling you, you need to rush and secure so that you can have enough time before September. Other than that, they're gonna lock you out. They gonna lock you out. A lot of people are getting locked out. Yeah, because after September, they need to close that year case and proceed with the next year case. So you better be very aware that you have to fight for this. Coming to America now has become a real fight. It is no longer whatever people used to think. No, coming to America is now going back to the days like very few people managed to come to America, back to the days. Maybe the system is doing something. Maybe the system is restricting things. Maybe the system is like tightening some nuts with my thinking. But America, coming to America is going back to the old days when things were too tight. Is it possible to change the visit visa to green card? Yes, it is possible to change the visit visa to green card if you get married to a citizen or a person who has green card. They can infect you. They allow people to be infected sexually to get the green card. That is nice, right? Yeah, you can. That wasn't me. Any more question? Any more question? Any more question? And I keep telling you guys, do not pay anybody to bring you to America. They won't. They don't have that power. Zero. You can even come to America, go to the embassy, get the visa, but get at the point of entry, they still gonna ask you why you came and where you gonna be staying, blah, blah, blah. If you hesitate or they doubt you, back. So coming to America is more about God. It is something that God, this is the work of God. Me, I call it the work of God. Coming to America is a very big fight, such that it can only be won by God. Whenever you come to America, either by visit or to stay, just thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Because it is not as easy as it might seem. All right? But being in America also is the best thing because it gives you all the opportunities, privileges, anything. I visited Europe the other day, but my friend, America is the land of opportunity. America. I would never choose to live. Maybe I need to tour the world more. I need to go to Asia. I was in Canada. Canada is very good. I need to go to, I don't know the rules of Canada when it comes to other things and immigration and all that. But I need to tour Asia. I need to tour Australia. I need to tour, where else? Where else? Where else? We have like 5 or 6 continents or 7, whatever. So I need to tour and get to learn how the countries work and things and how smooth or hard things are. Very soon I'm gonna plan to go to Asia or Australia just to go and see how the system works there and to hear how people, what people say about the system and see how they live. But I've been to Europe twice, and comparing Europe and America, man, America is far much ahead. Like, oh, I don't know. It's just a blessed nation. America is a blessed nation, just to say the least. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Any more before I exit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. All right. Let me close this live. If you have friends you can share with, they need to hear this because it's gonna help them. Please, please, please share this with friends and like the video before you exit. Bye bye, guys, and see you next when you see me. Yeah, with God, all things are possible, Patrick. That is very true. Which channel can I apply for truck driver job or delivery job? I'm a driver. You cannot apply. If you are here in America, I can give you the, you can look up and find truck jobs through the companies. But if you are outside, they won't hire you because you don't have a work permit. To work in America, you have to have a work permit. But here is the other thing. You can also apply to work. You can also apply to work like a teacher directly to the schools, especially the schools that work with immigrants or non-natives, like the what do we call them? Indian schools, private schools. Yeah, they do offer. They offer work permits, and they can give you, if you get a work permit, you have to sign a contract with them, and you can also be able to get a green card after some time. Okay. The other way, there is a way people come here through companies that provide people with green cards, but you have to work for them. And it's very expensive, and I'm talking about 20,000 US dollars in order for them to file for you, and you will have to work for them. And you have to do a down payment of half the money, and then you have a payment plan for the rest of the money. And once they had you the green card, you complete paying the balance. So it's very expensive, very expensive. very expensive. It's not something that everybody would manage. But I would encourage people before I leave, please keep on trying green card. Green card is the smoothest way to get to America. Smoothest way, because you're going to bring your entire family. And you will come, even if you come today and you want to work tomorrow, you will still go to work. Even if you come today and after 2 months you want to go back home, you will still get the opportunity to go back home and visit your people. Okay? Nice. See you guys. Have a nice time.